If you are a vulva owner who struggles to reach orgasm or a penis owner that wants to help their vulva owner feel satisfied after a sexual encounter, then this book is a really great start. That essentially describes my 20s.
Welcome to the Sex After Kids podcast, a place for parents to come and learn together about the sometimes bumpy road back into the saddle of their sex life after adoption, childbirth, or joining a blended family. I am your host, Sophia Ashley, certified sex educator and sex coach, mother and stepmother, and your totally TMI guide to becoming BFFs with your body and initiating easy, connected, and confident, naked, sexy fun times. Here we are, one part science of sex, one part mindfulness magic, and one part straight up real talk to help you find the spark in your relationship and yourself after kids. I'm so glad you're here.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today we are diving into my favorite books for couples about the sexy time. These are books that I wish every parent had on their nightstand or maybe hidden in a drawer somewhere. Whether you are feeling like roommates, craving more play, or just want sex to feel easy and fun again, these reads are about to light a little fire in your sheets and maybe your heart. Before I dive in, a little caveat that most of these books are centered around female sexuality and bodies with vulvas, as that is my own body and experience, and that's where I started this journey. And I don't have any queer specifically focused books on the list yet, though if you have a body with a vulva or a penis, these are still going to relate. I would love to hear the books that have made the biggest difference for you in the comments of the podcast or over on YouTube. So, what are these recommends? Well, first up, we have a book called For Yourself, The Fulfillment of Female Sexuality by Dr. Lonnie Barbach. And I am starting here because this is the book that started it all for me. If you are a vulva owner who struggles to reach orgasm or a penis owner that wants to help their vulva owner feel satisfied after a sexual encounter, then this book is a really great start. That essentially describes my 20s. This classic is all about self-discovery through masturbation and solo sex and reclaiming your sexual confidence. So Barbach walks you through exploring what feels good, how to communicate it, and why self-knowledge is the foundation for amazing partnered sex. If I rewind, when I made my very first phone call to a sex therapist, she told me I just didn't know how to have an orgasm, and she recommended this read. Needless to say, my sex life has never been the same since. Book number 2 is Sex Drive in Pursuit of Female Desire by Dr. Bella Elwood Clayton. And I read this book before I even had kids, when I was knee deep in getting everything I could read about sexuality and female sexuality as I was discovering my own. I remember a lot of trips to the Vancouver Public Library. And if you have ever felt like your libido is broken, this is the book to help you see how it's not. So this book unpacks all of the social myths and pressures around female desire. It helps us to unravel the connection between your identity as a mother, leaky boobs, and libido, and will help to give you the light bulb moments that you didn't know you needed. And once again, for penis owners and male identifying folks, if you want a snapshot into your partner's experience so that you can have more empathy for what they're going through, so that it all makes more sense, then this is a great book to start with. Book number 3 continues in the self-exploration vein, and this is a book by my Tantra teacher. This is where I got my certification. The book is called Shake Your Soul Song by Davy Ward. So she is my teacher, my coach. I am certified as an authentic Tantra coach through Davy's Institute for Authentic Tantra Education. And this was the book that really started to unlock things for me when it came to healing sexual trauma and my past. The principles in here are a lot of the work that I do with my clients, or a lot of what you're seeing from me on IG. And this is really from everything from understanding how you relate to pleasure in your life and as a whole, to how to heal the energetic junk in your trunk, essentially, whether that's harmful beliefs or traumatic experiences that you have lived through. This book covers the basics. It has tons of how-tos and like practical exercises to bring your sexuality back to life. Most of us are having the orgasmic equivalent of a sneeze when we could open into so much more. And Davy's book is the beginning of this. So if you are curious about spiritual sex, tantra, and becoming multi-orgasmic as a vulva owner, then the Institute of Authentic Tantra is worth checking out for all bodies. And this book in particular is for women. And if you want to learn more about tantra, reach out to me on IG or in my email. I do tantra coaching for couples and for individuals. So next up, we have my Bibles, and I feel like no list about sex books would be complete without Come As You Are and Come Together by Emily Nagoski. Emily is the queen of breaking down myths as it comes to desire, and Come As You Are helped me to understand how to throw a party that my libido wanted to come to, and Come Together helped me to understand how to go from me to we to understanding how to tackle sex as a team, because we play together. So again, a lot of my work is based on the research that Emily has compiled, and a lot of the work that I do is to guide people through that work, that body of work, essentially. Last on the list, I have 3 books about anatomy, because craving sex, wanting more sex is about having sex that's actually worth craving. And most of us don't know our way around the magic of our own anatomy. So first up, we have Becoming Cliterate, Why Orgasm Equality Matters and How to Get Over It by Dr. Lori Mintz out of University of British Columbia in Canada here. This is your 101 level class on the orgasm gap and how to make sure that everyone is coming in the bedroom. Lori brings the real talk, the anatomy, and the love to your penis owning partner so that everybody can have more toe curling sex, which means we'll be craving more sex. Then we have The Ultimate Guide to Prostate Pleasure, Erotic Exploration for Men and Their Partner by Charlie Glickman and Aislinn Emirzian. And this book is really about the idea that there is so much more to pleasuring a penis owner's body than just pleasuring a penis. And this book has all the secrets. So if you are looking to get more creative and unlock more good times, if you are looking to please your partner beyond the penis, then you are going to want to crack this book. And finally, we have one of my favorites on the list, A Woman's Anatomy of Arousal, Secret Maps to Buried Treasure by Sheri Winston. This book absolutely blew my mind. You will never see a more detailed tour of the anatomy of a clitoris than in this book. And if you really want to understand how to rock your own socks or your partner's, then this is the book that you want to check out. I have done color by number anatomy classes that are based on the amazing work that Sheri has done in this book, some of which you can check out in my signature program, The Naked Fun Comeback, because the bottom line is knowing our bodies and knowing our partner's bodies is one of the keys to having a great sex life, whether it's after kids or any time in our life. And most of us never got this kind of sex ed at school. So that is the list, my friends. It is by no means a complete list, and I would love to hear your faves in the comments, especially if they have made a difference for you. All right, so that's the list. It is by no means a comprehensive list. I would love to hear your favorites in the comments, especially ones that have made a big difference and impact for you. Before I let you go, just a reminder, books are awesome. And if you're struggling with sex and if it feels like something heavy that you are avoiding rather than a fun, playful way to connect with your partner, any book on this list is going to be a fantastic start. And at the same time, cracking a book alone is not going to magically transform your sex life. So I talk to a lot of people who have, if you've done anything to address your sex life, it's cracked a book, typically Come As You Are, or maybe seen a counselor. And the struggle that we have is finding the motivation, finding the discipline, finding the energy, overcoming your body's resistance to actually implementing the change in the books is the hard part. So if you don't want to go it alone, if you don't want to have to find the discipline and the motivation to ask your partner to try the new things and stick to them even when they didn't go perfectly the first time, then I've got you, right? My whole practice is about taking the juiciest and most practical tools from over 15 years of reading and learning on the subject and weaving them into my program, The Naked Fun Comeback, which is my signature program for parents who want more passion, more play, and more pleasure without the pressure. So read them, love them, and if you want guided support, grab the link below, book a free spark session with me. In 30 minutes, we will map where you are stuck, track where you want to go and the fastest way back to pleasure and play in the bedroom after kids. Thanks for being here. Make sure to share and subscribe, and we will catch you next time.
This is the part where we do the end bit, right? My friends, let's take a mindfulness minute here. Take a deep breath in. Open that mouth and let out a big, deep, full body sigh. Voila. Your nervous system thanks you. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope that your head and your heart have something new to consider, something new to talk about, and something new to try. No husbands were harmed in the making of this podcast, and a big thank you to my husband for his help and original music composition. Love you, babe. This podcast was recorded on the traditional territories of the Kwanlin First Nation and Tonquachan Council in Whitehorse, Yukon. We acknowledge and are grateful to the original stewards of this land where we get to play, live, and raise our children. You can catch me on the Instagram at the Happy V Project for tips, tools, and anecdotes. And you can also join the weekly-ish newsletter for dispatches from my bedroom and my brain. Catch you next time.